Hello everyone and welcome to the Cosmere Keeper. I am your host Deacon and welcome to the channel. I am so excited for you all to come on this journey as I explore the entirety of the Cosmere and the works of Brandon Sanderson one chapter at a time. We definitely have a massive journey ahead of us. Between you and me, Brandon writes a ton of books. Now this definitely is going to be somewhat of a long exploration of the series. I have been a mega fan of Brandon's books since 2013, 2014, and have not stopped my love of his beautiful universe. Here on the channel, I want to explore it and really dissect what makes it one of the most unique series and how Brandon does such an amazing job. What I plan on doing is reading a chapter and sharing my thoughts with you all. This will definitely be spoiler filled, and I will talk a lot about the Cosmere as a whole, but there'll definitely be parts where I'll get things wrong or I don't know every single word of Brandon, but I want to give my own thoughts and insights and thoughts of the series. I definitely think when it comes to other series, the format might change a bit, but we'll get there when we cross that bridge. I definitely have plenty to talk about, and you will find that I've been a fan for such a long time that I think I have a unique perspective. I started with Mistborn the Final Empire because of a mistake. I was at Barnes & Noble right before closing time. I couldn't make up my mind when they were closing in 5 minutes, so I did the most logical thing I can think of. I closed my eyes, stuck out my hand, and picked the first series I found. And I didn't understand it at first. I read about half the book, kind of gave up, but then kind of gave it a second try a couple months later, and I was hooked. And when I got to Hero of Ages, it was the first time that when I put down the book, it felt like it was like a real religious experience. I had to keep reading more just because I didn't know what to do. At this time, I didn't know it was even a shared universe. I just knew that he wrote a damn fine book, and I had to keep reading his book series to see, are they just as good as this, or what's going on here? And for me, I've been hooked ever since. It wasn't until much later when I picked up Way of Kings that I realized that his books were connected. I was going from series like The King Killer Chronicle and A Song of Ice and Fire, series that have only nice things to say about. Oh, Rust and Ruin, I wish I could be happy. But I found that having it in a shared world always fascinated me because at this time, it's the closest thing I could get to the Marvel Cinematic Universe or the Cthulhu mythos at this time, because at this time, I love shared universes, even the Dark Universe, which ironically just turned 9 years old. The one movie that ended up becoming just The Mummy and nothing else. Oh, brother. But coming from a King Killer background, it was fun to go back and find little Easter eggs. My favorite series is still the Stormlight Archive, but my favorite book is actually Emperor's Soul. I can definitely get into that way later on, but for now, I wanted to start with Mistborn, a series that for a lot of people is their introduction to the Cosmere, and a perfect example of how Brandon writes his magic systems, long-form chapter arcs, and how the Sanderlands can truly be a magical experience once you get all the pieces put into place. My overall goal is to use this channel as a sort of diary series as we talk more, and when Brandon releases more books, we get a chance to watch the Cosmere grow, and it's going to be an interesting experience because as of this recording, Fires of December isn't quite out yet, and as of 2025 with Dragonsteel, we have about 20 years left of the Cosmere, and hopefully by then, I should be caught up. For now, I can't wait to go on this journey with you all because his worlds, his magic systems, and his characters have definitely helped me through a lot of hard times, but also have inspired me to become more creative, take risks, and be okay with not being okay. Well, let's open up the world of Scadrial as the mist fills our rooms as ash fell from the sky.